He's alive! Oh, cute! Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Stone Wars. Dr. Stone Wars episode 9, and last episode, Senku with the others, they took over the cave, but then Tsukasa and Hyoga showed up, and then they hurt Ukyo. I don't know if he's still alive or not, but yeah. And now Tsukasa is attacking. Senku ran into the cave with something in his hand, I guess trying to get the nitric acid or something or other, and I'm worried. So let's get into this episode. And before we get into it, if you guys have a reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/feelingmini, where you can find early access to all my reactions and full lengths, and you can also vote on polls on which anime I'm gonna react to next. So check it out at patreon.com/feelingmini, and now let's start this episode, and here we go. I do not trust Hyoga at all. I do not trust him. That's why when Senku came up with the bomb, dynamite, whatever, and then he's like, he took off the thing, he's like Subarashi or something or other. I don't know. I'm like, he's way too excited about the fact that dynamite has been created. And then when Senku told Tsukasa that he did all of this, he created this stalemate so that they can negotiate. And then he's like, oh, what do you want? And he mentioned the sister. I'm like, huh? He has a sister? And then they went to the backstory about how the sister has been really sick. Did they say brain dead? I think that's what they said or something. But he didn't want to give up on her, and that's why he started, fighting and winning money through that and using that money to take care of his sister. So when they mentioned that, I'm like, Ukyo's alive. I was so worried. Like one last episode, Hyoga impaled him or whatever, and then he fell on the ground and nobody was looking at him or anything. They weren't showing him or anything. So I was worried that he was gonna die, but no, he's alive and well, so I'm okay. I'm happy with that. So with Tsukasa, Senku, when Senku mentioned the sister and was about to call a ceasefire sort of with Tsukasa so that they can heal the sister, in my mind I'm thinking that Hyoga wasn't gonna come from behind and impale Tsukasa and be like, you're gonna negotiate just for your sister or something, because I feel like he doesn't have any respect for human life. That's what I feel like Hyoga is. So it's gonna be like, all our plans, you're gonna derail that for your sister, really? And then he's gonna kill him or something. Maybe not kill him, but hurt him bad enough that Tsukasa is gonna join up with Senku. And then instead of it being Tsukasa empire, it's gonna be Hyoga's empire. I don't know. That's where my mind was going. But then when Tsukasa agreed with the terms and Hyoga was behind there also seemingly okay with everything, since Tsukasa is the chief or whatever. So I'm like, okay, so he's going along with it. Still, I do not trust him. I will not trust this guy, man, until they actually give us a little bit more info on him. This episode, it humanized Tsukasa a lot to me. That he's doing all of this for his sister. And then when they were making their way to where the hospital used to be, where her sister used to be, and then they were having this discussion about what Tsukasa was saying, that his goal is still the same. And then he said, okay, what if you woke up in this stone world that can sustain everybody, and then you only have this limited amount of this fluid that can revive people? Then, you're going to have to basically choose who you're going to revive. into the world. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. But that doesn't mean that you need to be destroying all those statues. That, like, that part of it, it doesn't make sense. When you're thinking about it in the point of view that, okay, there's only this limited amount of liquid, so you can only revive this limited amount of people. Then I'm like, okay, wake up those people, but leave the other stones alone. Why do you have to destroy it? That's where, like, I'm different from him or whatever. But then they went there and then they were able to dig up the sister statue. And yeah, before all of that even happened, everybody was facing Tsukasa and Hyuga, while Senku and Chrome and again went into the cave. Chrome was out there because his thing is to look for stuff and then make signs. So he said that while they were running toward the cave, that he knows that there's something out there that can help them. So he's out there looking while Senku is inside collecting the nitric acid, and then Ken was like gathering these pieces, and then they put it into the bowl or whatever with the acid, and they were thinking that it was going to make some kind of white powder thing that they were going to use, but nah, it didn't work out because Senku had the most run luck. So that didn't work out, and then Chrome came in with what they needed. So they used that and the nitric acid to create basically dynamite. And they're like, okay, we need to carry it. You gotta find a way to carry it so that it doesn't touch anything or something or other, I don't know. And then again made the paper airplanes, and then they dipped it into the solution and then like fired it, and then boom. I mean, that's when like he took off his thing. When he did that, I was reminded of Hyuga. When Hyuga took off whatever was covering his mouth, and then you see the cracks on his face. I was reminded of Jujutsu Kaisen. What was his name? The guy that speaks, like whose voice is really whatever he says, you're gonna do. I know you guys, those who watch Jujutsu Kaisen, I know you know who I'm talking about. So that's who he reminded me of in that particular moment. But yeah, now are they gonna revive the sister? And once they revive the sister, what's gonna happen? Because they say this is just a truce. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. And if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you want to see the next episode right now, you can do so by checking out my Patreon, patreon.com/feelingmeaning. You can also see the full length of this reaction there as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.